Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Two friends, two minds, and one love for Arsenal Football Club. You are now listening to the Caught in Two Minds podcast.
Meanwhile, Shelly weaves his way through. What a start this has been.
It's all weird now. Streamyard, you see that?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Scared the shit out of me. I thought like, oh shit, what's going on? But they're trying some new things over there at Streamyard. Anyway, welcome to the podcast, Caught in Two Minds with E. Marshall and the big homie over there at Gooners, Big Fitz.
Hey,
What's going on? Tremendous day. It did start out that way, but Arsenal come away with the victory 2-1 against Wolves, who have slowly turned into one of the, biggest assholes in the league. Maybe the new Stoke City for us. Just an annoyance. And it felt so good to get that game winning goal against them because the whole day was just frustrating. Like, come on, we're so close. Composure. But we finally got it, and it was a tremendous result. What were some of your thoughts early?
Real quick on that whole thing, the frustrating part, the karma factor, when this is what we did to them just 2 weeks ago or something, 3 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah.
And, we took a 1-0 lead and sat on the ball and played slow. And we all noted it. We were like, man, Arsenal, they never did go after a second goal. They just sat back and, hey, they did the same thing. Now, I find it kind of cheap. But if we're the guys that did it to them, I guess we can't call it cheap. Whatever. Yeah,
I didn't. I don't mind any of that. You know me. It doesn't matter. They're gonna give injury time.
Shenanigans.
What's the big deal? There's gonna be some injury time. Like everybody relax. You know what I mean? Like stop it.
Yeah.
So that's my whole thing is the little niggly fouls, the falling down, the little rough tactics. I don't care about time wasting. Everybody does it. Yeah. And like you said, 2 weeks ago, it was the first point you brought up, or whenever that game was. That was the first point you brought up. We started bullshitting right after we scored our goal early.
We picked one early
before the man got sent off. We were already doing it. So who gives a shit? It was just good because to me, they made a point to say we celebrated that game like we had just won the league. But the reason for the celebration is obvious. We were a man down, we hung on, we fought, and we won the game. Completely understandable. For them to take issue with that and, then come to Emirates and try to do the same shit is just, that's the beautiful part of all of it to me.
Yeah. And when you see the manager's face, you could tell, like,
right.
He's up to something. He's all, this is all part of his little tactics for the day.
Right.
If we pick one early, we're going to be a pain in the ass. That's what we're going to do.
And that's how they play. So enough of that foolishness. What about the penalty on Martinelli early?
It's a penalty.
At least go look at it, right? At least
we're not even going to look at it, right?
At least do the whole VAR and show some replays, and you know what I mean. Oh no, somebody's looking at it. We're going to keep playing, and then on the offsides, which was clearly offsides, they're going to take like 10 minutes to look at that.
So long.
So it's just
the thing that cracks me up too, the way the announcers are and stuff, like when they show it.
Yeah.
They were looking at it, and the guy still saying, "Well, there's his blue boot, and and you can see his knee is way ahead." Like, I'm just going, "What are we looking at?"
It's not even just the. There's a lot of people within the Arsenal family who, there's a worldwide conspiracy. You know what I mean, against Arsenal. And when you hear the announcers, you have to almost think so. You know what I mean? Because sometimes there's so many.
Today, like you're saying, I made note of it today. I was just like,
there's so many times when it's like, man, I should turn this fucking TV down because these fools are gonna drive me crazy with their bias.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's looking for. Maybe he's not. I don't know.
Right before their graphic drew the line on the pitch,
right,
which was like a clear 2.5 yards or something, or a couple yards.
Tremendous.
Right before that graphic, he's going, well, there's a good chance that actually, here's the line. Never mind.
Yeah.
Now that's how the conspiracy works. We're not saying necessarily the announcer can interject anything into the game to make it happen, but it sure sounded like he was wishing for it.
Right. Every week is the same thing. Every week is the same thing. We can't do anything right. And that was, it's just.
I tell you, here's my only other point about the ref that I had when I got fired up about it was the yellow card on Saka.
Oh, yeah.
This was right after a run of just rough and tumble play. People were getting kicked and knocked down, and somebody got hit in the head. And
I'll tell you what, the United States men's national team going to have their hands full with Raul. I mean, ever since he got his skull cracked. I mean, that fool is just no wonder he got his skull cracked. He's running around, banging into everybody, getting away with fouls. He finally got a card late, bullshitting with the whole time wasting coming off the field shit. But it's like this dude is giving Gabriel physicality fits. Like, you know what I mean? Gabriel was shook dealing with that fool, and Saka does a little, tries to get in the way a little bit. He gets a yellow.
It was an obvious it was a foul, but it just wasn't all crazy, aggressive.
It's not a yellow card.
Yeah. There was plenty of guys down the pit. It wasn't like it was a dangerous area. Like, just come on. Oh, yellow card. Really? Now we get the yellow card.
It just shows you that the refereeing in the Premier League is a joke. And Martin Atkinson, he's never close enough to see the foul. Therefore, he lets all kind of ridiculous shit get away. And then he gives a yellow card to Saka on some bullshit. Because he's never, if you watch him, I'm like, he didn't see that when he blew the whistle there. He's nowhere near the play. He's a joker. He always likes to stick it in. And today he couldn't.
It's a great proof of slowly letting the game just kind of get away from you.
Exactly.
To where at the very end, just chaos with Jimenez getting on. Who's the boss here?
Right. Why are you afraid?
Even if you're an asshole and you've done a bad job all day, take charge right now. Take charge. Right. Jimenez off the pitch. Let's go. Come on.
Right.
I don't understand what all that was about. Like,
I tweeted before the game, one word: composure. That's what I felt was most important today. And that's, to me, what was lacking for the majority of the game. And it started with Gabriel. Just huge mistake, spazzing, That's always been my knock against him. Just,
for a big guy that can be a brute and just kind of do his job that way, he likes to kind of be classy with the ball. And, like every once in a while, he'll have a game where it just seems like it's in his head, like, I need to make sweet passes and I need to, like, fake defenders out and stuff. And it's like, dude, like, you're way too deep in the corner to be trying to, like, do something tricky.
The worst part about that is he waited to turn around and make that pass. And he had time to look and actually see but he kind of just, swung around and did it, and he cut his angle too sharp, and the guy took it and scored. He was having a rough day. Like, Raul Jimenez was fucking with him.
Yes.
With he's usually able to manhandle the forward, the opposing team, but today he couldn't do that with Raul, and I think that was part of the frustration. That's where the lack of composure was, and him just being frantic and more spazzy than he usually is. And on that play, he's all the way on the left-hand side trying to cover, gets the ball, and he just makes a huge mistake. So,
yep.
that, that's what we really need to work on.
It's kind of weird too. I was thinking like even though this isn't how he got caught this time, but I was watching a handful of plays. Like I think our only knock on our defenders really is the defensively in the air. They struggle at times. Ben White kind of got caught a couple times, and Jimenez is a beast in the air, but just kind of his positioning and reaction to like when he was going to jump and kind of try to do something with it, like he looked off, and I started thinking about like the handful of times that we have been beaten, because we haven't given up a lot of goals. It's not like we're getting pounded. No. Little dinky crosses up over the top to little guys that cut on the back posts are like our danger zone.
Yeah, no, I noticed that today too on the defensive side. Our corners and trying to score, they seem to get themselves in the right position and score goals. But on defensively, sometimes they struggle
a little bit,
But I thought the whole, the lack of composure in the first half for the majority of the game was Ramsdale too. Like you can see everybody was,
he
they were
looked
too
a little out of sorts, a little bit.
Everybody was just extra hyped. And I think going forward, these are some of the conversations. Arteta, we need to get to that point where, hey, we're good. We know what we need to do. Let's calm down and execute. But everybody's, so geeked up. And
I'm going to say this. The other thing I noted about the first half that I thought was just shaky was Xhaka and Partey.
I was going to get to that, but
where they were positioned and how they chose. I don't know if that's how Arteta was setting them up, or they just kind of kept sliding, but they were sliding up a little high.
Partey seemed
but
like
Xhaka was ahead of Partey, and Partey was playing back. But Xhaka,
Xhaka playing the Ramsey role today was just weird. Every time you saw him pushing up forward, getting in that spot, you're just like, whoa, what's going on here? But when they were in the midfield, Partey, they looked like they were too close to each other. You know what I mean? It's like spread out.
It just wasn't working out good, and that's a recipe that gives that hurts your center backs and your defensive line.
Exposed.
When things get all wonky and stuff, and you kind of,
Well, it just seemed like there was a huge hole. Whenever Wolves got it and tried to counter, there's a huge hole because Partey and Xhaka were just on that left-hand side, or Xhaka's pushed up, so I guess Partey's covering him for him, but there's a huge hole on that right side.
Not to be super technical, but one of the things I noticed, just because I don't know why, but I noticed this kid against us 2 weeks ago, Podence.
Yeah. The little guy.
Like he played this last weekend against somebody, the little dude.
He's a handful.
He's quick. And he's got great handles with the ball. Kind of the guy Xhaka shouldn't be trying to have to chase back to. So early on, Podence was just getting behind him and just kind of tearing us up for a while. That's where a lot of the uneasiness came from, I think.
Right. No, yeah. When they could have, they kind of took their foot off the gas. They look real good as far as keeping the ball. The way they time out their press, Wolves, is it's brilliant.
They were good.
They don't press all the time, but like if Cedric got it and he was in that corner, they'd go after him. Or Gabriel got caught a couple times. So that just shows you the way the team is being built. We withstood all that, and we kept fighting. And eventually it paid off. 2 more goals in the second half. Partey, he's got to stop shooting, right? Always at the wrong time.
It's becoming just like a comedy show. Like
it's like a little momentum. We're doing things, and then Partey will just take a shot and just like buzzkill.
And he's in such a position.
Yeah,
it's a position where it just some guys know how to keep a ball down.
Right.
Speaking of, we just mentioned Ramsey.
Yeah.
As many times as Ramsey would make these little runs or just take shots on goal, like he always he kept it down.
Right.
So a goalie at least had to make a play on him. Partey,
Always,
you're just flying them. You're just
never
flying.
never puts it on target, and always at the wrong time to me. But here's the weird thing. Like you said, he's in a good position. He gets the ball. He's got an open lane, and he takes a shot. He just needs to relax and, like you said, put it on target, man. I mean, come on.
I mean, even at the worst, like sometimes I don't know why everybody, like more people don't do it, but just pound it into the ground.
Right.
If you have to.
Right. Get a deflection, anything. Just hey, put it on target.
Yeah,
put it on target.
Put it in the 20th row. Just don't put it in the 20th row.
Or pass it to somebody else.
That would be ideal. Hey, you got some good passing. I've seen you. I've seen you do some nice passing.
Okay, so the subs were spot on by Arteta.
Yeah.
But I thought they came on. I thought they were a bit too late. I'm being picky here. I thought he should have did something a little earlier. I would have taken Laka off, ironically, and left Martinelli on. I was kind of complaining about that, but I didn't tweet it because I didn't want to look stupid.
But
Laka was having a rough game.
He was having a rough game. I noted early. He looks hungover. Like
early in that first half, he did. He did.
There was a couple times when he went to go talk to Martin Atkinson, and they had close-ups, and I was looking at his eyes, and I was like, "This motherfucker drank last night.
He's on that.
He was drinking."
Yeah, but like you said, he kept fighting. He tweeted that
he just keeps fighting, though, dude. And like I even responded to somebody that was like, "Well, Xhaka and Laka should definitely be done next year." And I was like, "Hey, even in Laka's worst games, even in his worst games."
Yeah,
he'll come up because he doesn't stop hustling, and he'll just pick an assist is what I said he would pick. But maybe that is an assist since it was an own goal.
And he looked like he was trying to cross that.
He did look like he was going to the back post.
but Saka was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing with Laka, I think it's his professionalism. You know, throughout these last 3 years. The way he's handled everything, the passion when he scored that goal. That's what you like about Laka. And that's what you like for a player like Laka to be around these kids. You know, you want some of that to rub off on him. He's just, he's got to find some form. That's all. Know. And he will. It's just, it may take a little time. But let's talk about.
Well, the one that killed me with them was when I think it was Martinelli put the cross in for him, and he grabbed it and then back to the thing. He tried to snatch at it, but man, we had Odegaard and Saka just standing there, just dropped the pass, and that's when I was just like, man, maybe his head is just gone today. Like
shooting,
not there,
shooting when he shouldn't be shooting, and missing when he should be making him. That was.
But I tell you, like a pro, though, he does understand. A pro understands when the manager does, like the way the subs went today, and he didn't pull him off. And he brought Nketiah in for Cedric, and we're going offensive. I think he got a little fired up. He seemed like he had a little bit more bounce. Yeah. And don't get me started.
Let's talk about Pepé.
Okay.
Now, I've said it before, and people laugh at me. Pepé should be playing down the middle as a number 9, so he doesn't have to think. There was a few times today where he got the ball, and out wide right, and was doing this little bullshit. You know what I mean? And you're just like, pass the ball, dude. What are you doing? But as soon as he got in the box, as soon as Nketiah made that nice run and then made that nice little pullback to him, the instincts were there, dude. This guy can play striker. He spun it, put it on his left, and buried it like it was nothing.
I love the passion. I don't know if he can.
Like it was.
I gotta
nothing.
watch. I gotta see it with my own eyes. I'm willing to.
That was completely instinct. Like it was nothing, dude. Spun it, boom, goal. What's up? Hasn't been playing all fucking year. Like easy. Laka played all game.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you that's what he is. I just don't know if he starts in that position.
I'm just saying. he looks like a better option than Locker right now. Even Martinelli does. But I'm just saying, that to me was just pure instinct, dude. That's what you want from a number 9.
Yeah.
And he don't even play number 9. He's a winger.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that's the reason why I question it, is because even though you said like he was in the box and he did his thing in the box, but I mean, that was from sweeping from the right wing coming across. He played a 2-man game with somebody. So I don't know if he's standing in the middle, if he plays that same way. I need to see it. I got to see it with my eyes to know that, yes, he can play that position.
Okay.
Because I'm not positive. Positive.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I mean, you need to go back and watch that goal again. That's not an easy goal to score.
Not at all. Not at all. And we
especially for somebody who hasn't been playing.
Yeah.
He made that look really easy to me.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I mean, I'm going to tell you this. Logic says Aubameyang should have been able to score with this team. Sure, right? A natural striker that scored thousands of goals in his life. I mean, he should be able to score with the squad around him. And it didn't work out. So I'm just saying, some things look like they might work. I'm not sure until I see it, because
you just
Pepé going up top is like, I mean,
you just say dumb Pepé.
Has he done that in France or something that I haven't seen before?
No, he doesn't play there. That's my point. He doesn't usually play as a number 9. But when you put him in that position, or he's in that position, he's going to score goals. I think so. Because as a wide player, he dilly-dallies. He bullshits. He doesn't flow with the team. But in that situation, he was in the right spot, got the ball, turned on him, and scored like a striker. That's all I'm saying. He doesn't play good as a wide player with this team. That's why he doesn't play. That's all I'm saying.
If we put him up top and he does good, I will sing his praises.
There's no way he wouldn't be able to do good. I think so, if he was able, just given a few opportunities to play there. Or like I said, Martinelli. Anybody else but Laka. I think Laka.
I mean, we're saying that, and I'm ready to praise my man today.
I'm thinking
Eddie Nketiah played his ass off today.
Right.
What does that guy have to do to earn just give him a start?
Here's the thing.
It's his position. He plays it.
Right.
I tell you what, physically, just looking at it with my eyes today, he's bigger. He's not a little kid anymore.
No.
He's a grown man now.
Right. But the difference, he's not in position to score goals, playing as a number 9, kind of like Laka. They don't get to that spot where Pepé got to today to do something. They don't. That's the difference.
I mean, Laka scored the second one. Deep into the game, tired as hell.
Right, but he had a lot of chances all game.
He did. He scored too.
And Pepé
scored.
And Pepé made that pass to him too with a nice little 1-2.
I tell you the note I had about Pepé right before he scored. I said Pepé did almost 6 amazing things today. And it amounted to nothing. And about 2 minutes later, he scored, and I was like, "Oof, okay, all right." Well, but like I said, I mean, I just say
he got the assist too on that last one. If it's not an own goal,
if we're looking for a way to get Pepé into the lineup, then maybe that's the way to do it.
I mean, if you're
looking for a way to get Laka out of the lineup, maybe that's the way to do it. I'm just going to point that. I mean, the sky's not caving in with Laka starting up top right now. He's been starting up top.
Okay,
we've got our points.
That's where we disagree. But
I mean, if you think somebody's going to start up there and now we're going to start winning 3-1, 4-1, I wouldn't believe it. I'd have to see it.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we need somebody that's going to be a real threat, a constant threat to score goals, and that's not really coming from Laka. Saka scoring goal. I mean, the most goals on our team are from ESR. It's Saka, 2 wide players. Our strikers aren't really giving us anything, and we only have 1 striker right now. that plays consistently, and that's Laka. That's all I'm saying. It's clear as day.
I mean, I hear the message. I'm just saying, we'll take care of that striker thing in the summer.
Well,
We're in a race right now with the guy that's a proven striker that
who's not scoring a lot of goals.
He has cold games and still gets an assist, still puts a goal in. And
he's not scoring.
We're not losing games. We haven't lost a ton of games. We're winning.
Hey,
we've been winning.
Hey, I got you.
I mean, it's just it's not easy on the eyes. It's not the win that everybody wants to look at and see, but we're winning.
He's clearly struggling out there. That's all I'm saying. Laka's clearly struggling.
And scored.
He scored. Was it a shot?
Last game he struggled and he dropped an assist when we needed it.
Right.
He just doesn't stop. That's what I'm saying, and that's what the manager trusts and can rely on. So he keeps starting them.
He's team captain. He's going to play every week. All I'm saying is that first half was rough. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. And Ketia is a better version of Laka right now. Then Keita does all those little things Laka does and gets himself in a little better position to score goals than Laka, to me, right now. But he doesn't play in Keita. We know that. He brings him on as a sub. I'm just saying, as a late match, as a sub, Laka would be the guy you'd want to bring on if you needed to go late. Laka would be that guy.
So this is really interesting.
Laka would be the guy, not Pepé.
The last thing
not
I
in Keita, not in Keita.
I had a
not
little
Pepé.
theory about the effectiveness to be able to bring on Pepé and ESR late in games. When Pepé comes on, I think he can take advantage of tired right backs and tired people on the pitch because he's so clever with the ball. And
but he's a bullshitter. Go ahead. He's a bullshitter out wide, dude.
I'm not even arguing the in the middle or out wide point. I'm just talking about him coming on the pitch late in the game. Okay. Both these guys have been effective. ESR has already proven that if you bring me off the bench and I'm fresh and they're tired, I'll slice them up. So I just kind of reserve myself back to, everybody's got roles in this team. I'm not saying Pepé shouldn't start sometime or come on and play games when we need him to play. Right. But I kind of like him coming off my bench. I like him coming off the bench and doing something when we need it. And I think he's way more effective that way.
I don't know what you're basing that on today, maybe, but for the whole year, like, there's been nothing.
On who? Pepé?
Pepé.
Oh, this is not me supporting Pepé. This is me talking about our roster depth.
I got you.
He has to be a guy that comes off our bench now. Or when he does come off the bench, it's sure nice having a guy like Pepé coming off my bench.
Wow. Okay.
And that's where I would start him. Because, I'm just saying.
It sure is nice having somebody like Pepé coming off our bench and play out wide when we need a goal.
Well, he got us one today.
Look at the whole year, dude. Like, listen to what you're saying. Like, the whole year.
It's our depth, We don't
but
have any depth, so he has to be the guy that comes.
But you're just if
you start him, then Laka has to be the guy that comes off the bench. Either way,
we're just basing that off today.
I'm just saying right now, our depth says that Pepé has to play. If we had more depth on the team, he probably would have never. He's come on 2 games in a row now.
Pepé?
Yeah, he came on the last game too.
Okay. All right. So
2 games in a row he's come on, and that's since January. The January window closed, where we don't have any more players.
Listen to me. This is all I'm saying. I'm not saying Pepé should start. I'm saying Martinelli down the middle and Keita down the middle. Anybody down the middle right now, then Laka. That's all I'm saying. It could be Pepé, it can be Martinelli, it can be Keita, and you got to start Smith Rowe. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you want to start Smith Rowe and take him out and bring in Pepé, great. But having Laka come off the bench and be that guy that's going to get a goal if we need a goal would be more effective than bringing Pepé and Nkita. Even though Pepé scored today.
Hey, you'll
That's
get
all I'm
very
saying.
little argument from me if we're talking ESR or Nketiah. My only bite back was Pepé down the middle. That's the only one I was talking about. I don't know if I could picture it. I could picture Nketiah because that's where he plays.
But he doesn't
I could
score any
picture
goals.
ESR because that's where he does his work. I could see those guys. I got to see the Pepé thing. I don't see it.
Okay, well, the way he scored that goal today, that was pure class.
Coming off the wing.
That was
sweeping across into the box, sweeping his way into the box.
Sweeping his way into the box.
Yeah, coming off the right and coming into the box and receiving a pass from Nketiah and putting it away.
Where does Laka do his damage? Does he do his damage deep and get in the box late and receive passes?
I mean, if we're comparing Pepé to Laka,
no, we're not. I'm just saying you're making a point.
Laka's a better player down the middle.
You're making a point that Pepé came in from out wide to receive that pass and score that goal.
Yeah.
Right. So Laka doesn't do that?
Usually Laka's charging down the middle of the pitch.
Is Laka where he needs to be the majority of the time, or is that a running joke with us? He's making tackles. He's coming in late. He's not there.
Laka is playing the best game on the pitch. He's not playing a great game at times, but he doesn't stop working. He comes back and plays defense. Is Pepé going to do that? I don't know. I mean, all these things are part of what Laka does. I'm not hating on anybody, but I'm just saying that Laka's our best option at striker. He is. As ugly as it is, he's our best striker.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you're right, because Pepé doesn't play striker. I'm asking for something that doesn't happen. But I'm thinking...
Yeah, I don't want to change it right now. That's my thing.
I'm thinking he's a better option down the middle right now than Laka. Not just because he scored that goal, but just the ease in which he scored that goal. In that situation, just coming on, it's a tremendous finish. It's a finish from somebody who's got like class.
Yeah.
That's all. More class than putting him out wide, watching him do his thing, get surrounded by 3 people, and turn the ball over. That's all. I
hate that. I hate it.
Well, I mean, that's where we use Pepé. I don't think we use him in the right spot. Is all I'm saying. There we go. We don't use Pepé in the right spot on the pitch, and you don't think he should be playing down the middle. Got it.
Instead of Laka. No.
Okay.
Not instead of Laka.
You're gonna go down. That's the hill you're gonna die on, that Laka hill.
He's my striker. He's my striker, and I believe
he's your captain.
He's my captain. My captain.
That was good. That took me back to high school right there.
Yeah, right.
The
Jose Canseco, dude.
The composure on the last goal. Yeah, Laka was even crossing that. He was gonna fuck that up too. Anyway, I'm sorry about that.
That's an old crafty veteran's luck. Shooter's roll.
He was gonna fuck that one up too. By the way, let's go ahead and get that out there. That was flubbed, and there you go.
And hey, classically, Arsenal scored a lot of. They got a lot of guys that score from the wings and not strikers. You know. Sanchez's and Ozil's and even RVP didn't even play down the middle that much. I mean,
you're tripping. But yeah, Ozil, he didn't shoot enough. Anyway, we're not gonna go there, dude. You're going with Laka. You didn't see the class, and you didn't really see the class.
You keep trying to tell me. I know how good Pepé is. I don't fall in love with how good he could be.
You didn't see the class. You didn't see the class today.
I think he, of course, because how much we spent on him, unlike Nketiah, has gotten plenty of chances. Nketiah doesn't get his chances.
Nketiah, the way he went and got that ball and the drag back to Pepé was beautiful. And he did a few other things throughout the game, like just kind of getting in the way, getting a little flick on it, keeping the play moving. He's like Laka though. They're doing all this busy little work, and they're nowhere where they need to be to score those goals.
I just don't think it's fair. It's not fair to
it's not
call
fair.
Nketiah
Right.
on his sample size.
You're right.
He has never played 3 games in a row. He just doesn't get a chance.
You're absolutely right on that. And he gets a pass. He gets a pass from me. Laka doesn't get a pass anymore. And I love Laka.
I mean, honestly, today through the whole game, I still said I think Nketiah deserves a start next game. That was my opinion.
Against Watford, why not? You're right.
I just play him.
And
just give him a start. And you know what? Laka could use a day off. He's fine taking a day off.
I think we play on the 6th. So not this Sunday, but the next Sunday after that. So yeah, I mean, why not?
We're so many games. We got so many games in hand. Jesus.
I know.
It's crazy.
As long as we keep winning them. So anyway, let's end it. This was a great back and forth. You made some good points.
Hey.
Bottom
line is we're all very happy that the team didn't quit and they won this game. It's an incredible win for us.
So here's the question to you. Can we get top 4?
Yes.
Today was the day, huh?
I think I said yes last week.
You did.
Okay.
I said the week before last, I said yes. Then this last week, I said no. And I'm still at I think we can now. I think we can. I don't think so. I think we'll just miss out.
I do remember last week. Actually, I take it back. I put the caveat that the goal never was top 4 for this team.
Oh, right. That's right.
I kind of hold that. I mean, that's never was our goal.
Based on what they did in January, you could. That's a nice assessment because, if you should want to bring in at least somebody in case anybody gets hurt.
Maybe the club told us that, right? The club told us that. By not filling any holes.
maybe get a loan in, just something, anything. Because you look at like Ramsdale, we got Leno, but somebody looked like they picked up a little niggle today. I forget who.
Oh, Tierney.
He had a little cramp, and it's always. But we got Nuno, so we're thin bare. We're thin.
We're a thin squad, man.
Like we always are.
Injuries matter, and I just say, like, the one good thing is, like the stuff we talked about, that our players and attacking up top. I mean, he has options.
Yeah.
And there's a handful of guys that he could play that I probably wouldn't be too upset about. Like if he wanted to switch it up or move some guy, whatever he wanted to do. I'd probably be good with that.
Okay. Pepe down the middle? Is that what?
Yeah. I mean, you know what? The experiment really is bring Pepe in the 75th minute or, last 20 minutes and let him play down the middle. Let me see it. He's even done that with Martinelli a couple times.
Yeah. It'd be nice to see. It'd be nice to see somebody else. I would have started back up now playing. If we had somebody more mobile, that's why I want to see Martinelli with Odegaard, because I think Odegaard, his speed of thought, his quickness with that pass is what he's looking for, and nobody's making that run down. You don't see Laka doing that, but Laka's hold-up play, his tackling ability, just him fighting, getting in the way. It all seems to work.
It took him a while today. He was in the box, though. He was in the box like all day.
Today he was in the box. He was just missing chances, but they weren't clear-cut chances. Yeah, I'll give him a break.
All of them. Not all of them.
I'll give him a break. I'll give him a break today. We'll see how it goes. I know a lot of people on Arsenal Twitter are done with him, but like you said, he kept fighting, and that's the spirit we need. And he's, he flubbed the shot and we scored that last goal. Yeah. Tremendous. Anyway, let's get a anyway. I'll let you have that today. Okay. Wolves are, they're a dirty,
they're tough. They're tough. Hey, they're physical, but we're faster. And that's kind of what, and the effort didn't stop all day. We kept attacking them and trying to get to them and trying to get through. And I mean,
you can see the endurance too. Like that's one of the big things when you're going to play like Pep or Barcelona or Liverpool is you gotta have the lungs, you got to have the endurance to keep doing that all game. And today it looked like we might have, hit that little, that little metric where we can do this all game and just keep fighting. And the players didn't look dogged. They were just going for it, So
yeah.
All this, everything is coming together. I still don't think we'll get top 4. Just Man U. We still got to play Man U. We still got to play Liverpool. We still got to play Chelsea, and we still got to play Tottenham.
Oh no, my friend. They have to play us. Okay.
So out of those games, we might get top 4 because I think we can draw, we can be United, and we can beat Tottenham. Liverpool and Chelsea, no chance. No chance. Liverpool hit that stage in the season where they're trying to fucking destroy everybody. They dropped 6 on Leeds.
Yeah.
It'll be tough. I
mean, 3rd place is even in reach. Oh, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you, folks, for coming to Cotton Two Minds.
Anyway, thanks for the support. Y'all take it easy. And we got a little time off. Enjoy some football this weekend. Peace.
Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Thank you for tuning into Cotton Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and review. All feedback is much appreciated. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcasts, at Gooner Rush, and at eMarshall Comedy. The music of this podcast is brought to you by Statics. If you like what you hear, please head on over to staticsmusic.com and be sure to follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace and fab.